Since we learned how to use math library, let's write a program to compute the roots of a quadratic equation. And here's the equation. And the only part of this we don't know how to do is to find a square root, but square root is in the math library. So to calculate the root, we can do math.square root and pass in b times b minus 4 times a times c. So let's go ahead and write this program. So before we start, just want to make sure that we test this. So math.square root cannot take a negative value. So if you put negative 4, you're gonna get a math domain error. So keeping this in mind, okay, we will save this empty Sublime file as quadratic.py. Then I'm gonna copy and paste this 4 commented lines, quadratic.py. That's the file. Okay. And this is a program that computes the real roots of a quadratic equation, illustrates use of math library, and note, this program crashes if the equation has no real roots. Okay. So first thing we want to do is that we need to import the math library, and let's write our main function. And in our main function, I'm going to print here we go. This program finds the real solutions to a quadratic equation, basically. And an empty print line. Then what we need to do is we need to ask for we need 3 numbers from the user. First, eval input, then I'm going to prompt the user. I'm going to say please enter the coefficient a. This is one value. Now I need to ask for b and c. So let's change them to b and to c and to b and to c. Right, so let's test this far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my screen first. Then I'm going to say Python 3 quadratic.py. That's the name of our file. So this program finds the real solution to a quadratic. So please enter coefficient a and b and c, and the program ended. So to calculate the disk root, let's define a variable called disk root. And we're going to set this to math dot square root, and then I need to say b times b minus 4 times a times c. I usually space them out. Here we go. So looks good. 4 times a times c. Now for root 1, so we should have 2 roots if everything goes all right. I'm going to say minus b plus disk root divided by 2 times a. So for root 2, the only thing is different is this will be a subtraction, right? So then let's print an empty line first, and then we can say the The solutions are root 1 and root 2. All right, looks good so far. So let's rerun this. So for us to get a root, we have to make sure that we have a large b value and smaller a and c value, so we don't get a negative value here. So I'm going to say 1, 3, and 2. So we still crashed, but this is due to another problem. Let's change it to root 2, and I'm going to run this again. 1, 3, and 2. So the roots are -1 and -2. However, if you use like say 1, 1, 1, we get a math domain error. So go ahead and write this program and then try it on your own with different values to see whether these values have a root or not.